Macomb County? 5 days. 5 days. We're going to win it all, and it's going to start right here in Macomb County. Thank you for being here. Whoa. Sorry I'm a little bit late. I've had a busy day. I started in my home in Midland. My wife, Cynthia, been 27 years of marriage, 2 kids. I said goodbye to her, and she said, Bill, you like this stuff. Go have fun and win. So I got a good message from Cynthia. And so I went to Jackson and then Lansing and 2 events in Oakland County. And being here in Macomb is special because it happened right here. And listen, and look at the results we got when we elected Donald Trump President of the United States of America. I want to tell you some things here. Number one, we've now rebalanced trading relationships, and no longer is the American manufacturer and worker a forgotten person. Donald Trump's getting better trade deals for Michigan workers and American workers, ladies and gentlemen. That's what the president is. There's more. Now remember, Paul Mitchell and the Republicans in Congress worked with the President and Vice President to cut taxes in America. And you know what? Now, because of that, we're moving the production of the Ram truck from Mexico to Michigan. 2,600 jobs. How do you like that? More jobs in Michigan, right here in the Roman truck plant. So, he delivered, and we're prospering because of that. And now we have 5 days before the election. And we're just where we need to be, ladies and gentlemen. Just where we need to be. This race is tightened. We're closing. And I don't care whether your name's Ronald Reagan or John England or Donald Trump. When you run for a statewide office in Michigan, you start a little bit behind. But ladies and gentlemen, they won. I'm going to win. I'm the comeback kid. We're going to win this on November 6th. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yeah. And we have this great team. We have this incredible great team. And I want to talk a little bit about them. You know, it's pretty remarkable. You know, we lost, just want to tell you, we lost a huge American hero months ago. His name was John McCain. And he was a patriot. He was a fighter and a veteran. And isn't it fitting now that we can have a patriot, a veteran, a pilot, guy of integrity, built jobs, and I have to message for Debbie Stabenow. John James is going to be the next United States Senator from Michigan. We're going to win the race. We got a great team. And you know, we need to have a Secretary of State with Leonard. He's a great friend of mine. He's a great leader in the legislature, great lawyer. He's going to be a great Attorney General. Tom Leonard's going to win. Yeah, he's going to win. And our Republicans running for State House and State Senate, we're going to keep them Republican. Paul Mitchell's going to be re-elected, our congressman. Give it up for Paul Mitchell, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Paul. The dust settles. All the votes have been counted. You've made phone calls and emails and text messages. When all that's done, Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have the privilege and honor of serving. I'm going to be your governor. We're going to win it all on November 6th, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to win it all. Okay. And here's the question. We got 5 days, and here's the question for Michigan. Here's the question for Michigan. Are you better off today than you were 8 years ago? Yes. Because you remember what 8 years ago was? We were on the mat. We were on the mat, barely on life support. 15% unemployment. We had lost 500,000 jobs. People left the state in droves. That's what the lost decade was all about, and we're better off today. And ladies and gentlemen, the second question is, are we going forward or are we going backward? We're going forward. We're not going backward to those failed economic policies, and Gretchen Whitmer was one of the main architects of that failed, lost decade where, remember that when homes, mortgages were underwater? People left the state. I talked to a home builder the other day. He grabbed me by the shirt and said, Bill, we can't go back. We have to go forward. He's right. And you know what? There ought to be a warning label on every Gretchen Whitmer ad that says, warning, your job's in jeopardy if Gretchen Whitmer is governor, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. That ought to be the warning label. And a final word. You talk about Gretchen Whitmer and Garland Gilchrist, the most extreme far left group. They don't want to protect our border. And if Gretchen Whitmer had her way, Michigan would be a sanctuary state. Ladies and gentlemen, when I'm your governor, there'll be no sanctuary cities in the state of Michigan. And Gretchen Whitmer wants to disband ICE. Garland Gilchrist wants to eliminate the Department of Homeland Security. And they won't protect our border. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to make sure we have a hopeful immigration policy, but we've got to play by the rules. There got to be laws. You have to come into this country legally and protect our border, ladies and gentlemen. That's important. So, listen, we've got 5 days. We have 5 marvelous, great days. Tomorrow I'm going to be in the UP in northern Michigan. Then on Saturday we'll be in southeastern West Michigan. Sunday here in Southeast. Day after day, hour after hour, we're all going to be working hard because this is the best team ever. And so I just want you to know how much my wife Cynthia and I appreciate your help, your prayers, your support. I'm asking for your vote, but you got to do more than that. You got to encourage others. You got to be ambassadors for Michigan, ambassadors for our entire team, up and down the ticket. All boats are going to rise, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bill Schuette. I'm your on-duty Attorney General. I'm going to be your on-duty governor. We're going to win. Thank you very much. We're going to win every single race in the state. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Give it up for Bill Schuette, everybody! When I say John, you say James. John! James! John! James! John! James! Coming up next to the stage, owner of Villa Penna here, we have George Penna with a very special guest who will then introduce your next senator, John James. Give them a round of applause, Macomb.
I also brought a special guest up with me, and this is Mr. James Sr. Him and his wife are the ones that got it all started. And I tell you what, I've done a lot of political things in my life, but this by far is one of my most enjoyable moments. I'm standing here with Mr. James Sr. and giving, let's hear it for Mr. James. I want to thank also Bill Schuette. That was awesome, Bill. But anyway, This has been one of my most incredible honors. Can you hear me now? All right, I got it. It is my pleasure at this time, not to let you keep waiting any longer, to introduce our next man in Washington, the awesome, the incredible, the Superman, John James.
Well, that's literally music to my ears. I appreciate that, and I appreciate each and every single one of you carving out some time to come here today. Thank you. Please give yourselves a round of applause. I'd like to thank our very gracious hosts. Thanks for coming out here. Thank you for all of our wonderful Schuette to help take Michigan forward. I'm just going to claim it now. Every single one of you. I'm here because I truly believe that we need I will never forget who I'm there to serve, which is you and the people of the state of Michigan. These are not values that belong to a party. These are values that belong to America. But I fear that there is a liberal, progressive, left-wing faction that's pulling us so far to the left that we've forgotten who we are as a country. We are all Americans, and we need to come together.